Welcome, you are watching Head to Head. I'm Antonina Antosha with UATV. Today we're talking about the renewable energy. According to environmental scientists, wind and solar energy should eventually replace traditional electricity production by thermal and nuclear power plants. This will help prevent catastrophic climatic changes and minimize the risk of new nuclear accidents. And there is one Ukrainian city, Zhytomyr, that took the pledge to fully switch to renewable energy sources by as soon as 2050. To talk more about this and about the perspectives of renewable energy development in Ukraine, we're joined in the studio today by Sergiy Klyus. He is a research fellow at the Institute of Renewable Energy of NASU. Hello, and thank you for coming.
Hello, Antonina.
So, Zhytomyr has quite an ambitious plan of becoming a fully the city that switches to renewable energy sources 100% as soon as 2050. How real is that?
Well, actually, they are taking a high aim, and it's really ambitious. But actually, it's quite possible. It takes much effort to get to 100%, but it's really it's possible. Not only in Zhytomyr, but maybe any city of Ukraine.
Why Zhytomyr then?
I guess that mayor of the city is a well forward-seeking person, and he have a strong team that is ready to take such challenges.
Okay, but even if the mayor is really strong, he would need support. Will he get enough?
Actually, yes, and the international organization 350.org that is signed a memorandum with the mayor to support them and making plans to provide a city to the aim, and they could really get it. Actually, in Ukraine we have a study that shows that all Ukraine to 2050 can get up to 91% of renewable energy without really big
Expenses,
yeah.
What needs to be done to reach that ambitious goal, though? What should we do if we do want to get 91% of renewable energy sources in exchange for what we have now by the year 2050?
Well, first of all, we should have a strong political will. The second is technical transformation of our energy system, of our supply chains of fuel, and well, energy efficiency is a key factor of energy transition of Ukraine. There are a lot of other scenarios that are not so ambitious, but actually we have real studies that shows that 91% is real.
Do you think that the population of Ukraine will actually support this idea? What I'm trying to ask is that how educated are Ukrainians about the renewable sources of energy in order to support such an initiative?
Well, unfortunately, we are not so educated, and a lot of people, a lot of politicians who claim they are to be modern and close to new technologies are not really given a lot of attention and have a lot of understanding. And actually, in energy transition, the key thing is to provide a lot of information to show that it's possible, that it's economically, it have a lot of economical benefits, actually, because it's not only the climate that we want to protect, but it's our well, better living. That comes with renewable energy.
Okay, well, what would you recommend? How would you advise for ordinary Ukrainians to get the information that is needed about their renewable energy sources?
Actually, there are a lot of organizations that are trying to get such information. It's like non-governmental and governmental. We have a state agency of energy efficiency that also works on renewables. We have NKREKP that also provides a lot of information on energy transition, a lot of information for households, how to get renewables, get a solar station right on their rooftops.
Okay, coming back to Zhytomyr. Revolutionary enough, Zhytomyr is not only the only and the first city in Ukraine to claim to switch totally to renewable sources of energy, but also in the whole Western Europe.
In all Eastern Europe, Caucasus, and Central Asia. Actually, it's a really big step for a lot of territory of Eastern Europe and Asia, and a lot of European cities have already claimed they have organizations, associations of cities that claimed to switch to 100%, and they are already have they have already moved forward. So we think that Zhytomyr's experience should show not only Ukrainians but this big region that it's possible and that everybody can do that, actually.
And it should be implemented in other cities as well afterwards, right?
Yes, of course.
Switching to renewable energy sources is also a part of the Paris Climate Agreement.
Yes.
And there have been announcements or evaluations voiced that leaders of 200 countries that have signed the agreements are actually failing at implementing it. Now, could you comment on that? Does it mean that the agreement is signed but nobody's doing anything, or does it mean that they are not putting enough effort into actually reaching a goal of preserving the climate change?
Well, actually, the targets claimed by the countries, they are actually really smart, and they are very clear. The countries really know what they are signing, and for now, a lot of them are want to take a higher level of that switch. For example, now it's been known that Danish government set the aim for 250 at 100% of renewables in electricity, and up to 50 or 70, and a really high plank at total consumption of energy.
Looks like the year 2050 is going to be life-changing. Everybody says goals until 2050.
Yes, I guess, and it will be changing not for Europe, but actually for Eastern Europe countries like Ukraine.
Okay, speaking about Ukraine in general, would you say that Ukraine is has an active position in fighting pollution and climate change?
Well, with fighting pollutions, we are not really strong because the scene for the government and a lot of people is that energy should be cheap. It's not really the scene. Energy should be affordable, and as I said, renewables is for better living, and we should change not only our energy system, but our vision and our way we do things and earn money definitely to a higher level, and to make it really real and affordable. Because for now, renewable solar and wind actually, they are already cheaper than nuclear and coal energy by its cost.
The cost of production, right?
The cost of production, yes. But still it needs some support, some governmental support, just like a green tariff that makes investors put their money in that and raise the level. Because in Ukraine now we have a claimed aim at 11% of renewables at the final consumption, but we are not going on the plan, and we are still not are ready to reach that target. But the latest data shows that, for example, in first half of 2018, we have installed more than double renewable energy production than renewable energy electricity generation sites than in 2017 a whole year. So
that's quite a progress.
That's quite a big progress, and it's really great.
Well, thank you so much for coming and sharing this with us.
Thank you.
That was Sergiy Klyus. He's a research fellow at the Institute of Renewable Energy of NASU. Thank you so much for watching. Stay tuned for more.